in general, before we go in details, I want to mention that in our data, usually we have raster data, vector data for GIS users. At the same time, also we have a special data, that's mean attribute data represented by tables. So in mapping, the techniques has a different way. Even the imputation, or there's a different style, we call it geo-imputations. But in the attribute table, and today we will focus only on the attributed data. That's mean how to deal with the tables. The story is different. So for example, in mapping, always you return the NoData that when you don't have any specific cell location information. So you will ignore the NoData and compute the available values for that specific cell location. And I will show this in example now. We notice here we have a raster image and we have a background. So I just added this frame just to show you the story here. So let's just remove it. So now anywhere else it's NoData. So if you take the cursor and try to read the pixel number here, you see there is no data here. There is no value. The pixel value here is unknown. It's not 0, it's not 100, it's unknown, we don't know. Even if you come here, for example, in some areas between the cells, it's showing that NoData. While you are coming here, you have the values of the object and Excel and so on. I wanted to show you that the border of NoData. What is this border? Now, this frame, it's showing that, for example, sometimes in Excel you are having 5 attributes, 5 rows, 2 columns. You have some data here, but actually Excel has thousands of cells which is empty. So he said, when I export this data to a software, what about this empty data with Excel? It has thousands of rows and columns. So the software will just focus on the matrix or the data frame within the edge of this raster. So this is what the software will take in the computation. We'll just focus on the NoData within a frame. Within EC, I just put a border here. So I resize this frame with the extent of the raster. Anything else here? Yes, it's NoData. But you see, when I put it within this frame, software will not focus on this information. Software just will focus on the data within this frame. Okay, so this is easy now. This is just for you to understand where is the NoData. NoData always, let's start from the upper right and lower left of the extent of the shape. Okay, so this is the data, the elsewhere NoData. Let's go back to our